Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing cheap fragrances that I think are of niche quality. Now, I do not give these fragrances that kind of title easily. I'm not the kind of reviewer who likes to overhype cheap fragrances. For the most part, I do think you get what you pay for. However, there are some cheap fragrances out there that I actually do think are niche level. Not that many, we only have 6 in today's video, and I would say most of these are on the lower end of niche. I do still think niche fragrances are hard to compete with because usually you do have to spend a lot of money to get the best quality ingredients. However, today I do think these fragrances are fantastic value for money. You get really good quality blends, still pretty good quality ingredients, great performance in most of these, and you really do feel like you have got something great with the amount of money you have spent. So I really like that about these fragrances. They're all quite different in their styles as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy these and maybe discover something new to add to your collection. Let's begin. Moschino's Toy Boy. Now, yes guys, I love this fragrance. If you've watched this channel anytime at all, you know that I always say this fragrance smells niche. This is niche perfumery in a designer packaging. So I do think this fragrance just smells really interesting, rich, robust, full of character. Spicy, peppery rose with strong muskiness here. It's a little bit green, a little bit soapy, but it's very just full of life and character. This is just a carefree, casual, life-loving kind of person's signature. This is a fragrance you can wear all year round, in my opinion. Fantastic performance, 12 hours longevity, great use of naturals, loud projection, medium to loud projection. I think you can wear this in the clubs, honestly, as well. I think this is a good compliment getter also. And I think it's the kind of fragrance for the kind of guy who wants a fragrance that doesn't smell super masculine. I think this is a unisex, leaning masculine overall, but I just think it has a playfulness to it, just like the bottle suggests. And I really do think they have done something really good for the price. I know some people might say this is not cheap, but actually you can get, what, 50 ml now. I'm seeing at something like Superdrug in the UK for £35 for 50 ml. That's fantastic value for money. I would say anything around £40 or less is considered cheap in today's economy. And I think 50 ml is all you need of this fragrance. Because I said it's so strong, 50 ml will go super long for you. It'll go a really long way. Even 30 ml will last a really long time. You probably don't even need more than 30 ml. By Virtue of Sunbeams by Zurai. So Zurai is my friend Sam Macer's brand that we've actually had him feature on the channel several times. Sam Macer is a fantastic perfumer. He's independent, he's self-taught, and when you smell his perfumery, by Virtue of Sunbeams, actually you can look on Fragrantica. I'm really happy, and now people on Fragrantica are giving it the hype it deserves. It's got a very high rating, and I think it absolutely deserves it. So this is a little bit more expensive. It's £50 for 50 ml, but that's absolutely worth it. It still, I think, fits the category of this video because this smells more, yeah, just even more high-end than even like the beginner-friendly niche fragrances. I think it's a bit higher end than that, actually. And I think this smells just incredible value for money. This smells super smooth. He did a great job of making a really interesting blend for the summertime. If you want a really inoffensive, unisex smelling summer fragrance, try this out. I think you can get this both in the USA and the UK now. It's mango, musky, ambergris. It has some aquatic notes in there as well. Very beautifully done, very smoothly done, and very inoffensive. Unisex, I would say, as well, as I said before, but I think Sam shows off that he can blend really great fragrances, and shows that anyone can learn fragrances if you put the time and effort into it. He's not coming from a big, Firmenich fragrance house like that or anything of that sort of background. He's taught himself, and he's done a fantastic job. I really think Sam, should be proud of this creation. I think you guys should check it out if you want to support independent perfumery. I get around 6 to 8 hours longevity with a medium projection. Bentley for Men Intense. I used to hate on this fragrance, but now I love it. I would give this an easy 9 out of 10. Overall, the main notes I get are boozy notes, leather notes, woody notes, and ambery notes. And I think this is the kind of fragrance on the opening, and if you smell really up close on your skin, it doesn't smell niche quality, but in the air, it does smell niche quality. That's why I'll include it in this list. It's the amberyness, the really great glowing effect that this fragrance gives off. It performs fantastically. It performs like a niche fragrance. Niche fragrances kind of expand and really have a life of their own. They kind of get alive on your skin, and that's how you know that something's been blended really well. I think Natalie Lawson has taken some cheap ingredients and made them smell very expensive. That's why it's kind of given this fragrance a niche quality. It's got a niche level performance as well, about 10 to 12 hours with a medium projection. It's a little bit mature, it's a little bit sweet, classy, and I think it really does make you smell quite distinct. I think this is a great cheap fragrance. It smells much better quality than the price you're paying for this fragrance still to this day. I think it's a highly recommended cheapie in the community for a reason. Rasasi Shura. Shura is a really unique, interesting, cheap fragrance. It's leather, oud, Middle Eastern, smoky, ashy, green leaf aromatics in here. It's a sharp but clean leather and oud fragrance. Really regal and masculine, mature fragrance as well. It's kind of like the similar crowd who wears something like Fahrenheit. I'm not saying they smell similar, but it's kind of like a similar vibe, I would say, but this is Middle Eastern. And I think this smells really pleasant. It smells a little bit soapy, a little bit musky. It's a really crisp and clean, manly scent. And I think this is not a £20 smelling fragrance. It's kind of crazy how cheap you can get this for. And it lasts 12 hours for being a fresh fragrance with medium to loud projection. It's beastly in its quality and its performance, in my opinion. So if you're a mature guy or someone who likes mature perfumery, it's masculine, Middle Eastern, try this fragrance out. This might be your new fresh signature. You can wear it most of the year round. Lattafa's Ameer Al Oud Intense. I got put onto this fragrance by Margiela, Curly Fragrance, who said this is a more masculine by the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. A lot of people actually would consider Maison Margiela niche in their perfumes, even though they're technically a designer house, but actually I would say the Replica line kind of fits more into the niche category of fragrances actually. And to me, this is not even a clone. I would say maybe this is like 80% similar, but it's kind of doing its own thing. It is a more masculine version of that. It's a little bit more smoky, a little bit less gourmand, marshmallow focused like the original By the Fireplace, but it does have that ambery, smoky, bonfire, roasting marshmallow, amber kind of fragrance DNA that's By the Fireplace is. It's got great performance, 8 hours and medium to loud projection. I say medium projection, and I think again it smells much better quality than its price tag would suggest. It's got some richness to it, it's ambery, it's glowing, and it's just strong, sweet, and just a very nice distinct scent profile that the By the Fireplace kind of gave it. I do think this is just a really great fragrance for like less than £20. It's ridiculously cheap for how nice this smells. If you want to smell sexy, masculine, ambery and sweet in the evening times, in the cold weather, get this fragrance. And then finally, Alexandria Fragrances Hafez 1984. One of my most complimented fragrances ever. Some people say that this has similarities to Red Tobacco Mancera. I say it has some similarities in the opening, but this is an original creation by Alexandria Fragrances, who predominantly do clone fragrances overall. Hafez 1984 is niche quality, absolutely. You can get a £35 30 ml bottle. 30 ml is all you need. I think that's what I'm holding here. So this is a 30 ml, that's all you need. 2 sprays, it fills up a room. It's so strong, this stuff. Boozy, spicy, ashy tobacco with a sweet vanilla backbone to round things out. This is Middle Eastern, distinct, loud, but majestic and clean and elegant at the same time. This has a lot of character. I can see why it just turns heads. If you want a head turner fragrance, this is the epitome of that in my opinion. So I would say, yeah, get a 30 ml. This smells super niche, high quality. It's easier to wear than something like Red Tobacco, even though they're in the same category of fragrances, I'd say, but I definitely prefer this. I would say get this. Wear this most of the year round. Apart from the summertime, I get 12 hours longevity with a medium to loud projection. And that concludes this video, guys. I really tried to make sure that the fragrances were deserving of this title for this video, and that's why I couldn't really find that many to choose from. But hopefully you guys agree these are pretty cheap, pretty affordable, but they are very high quality in my opinion. Do you guys have any examples in your opinion that match this title that are just really affordable but really niche level fragrances? I know it's quite a tricky thing to find, so let us know, guys, your discoveries in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous video on affordable fragrances. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.